Hi, welcome back to the Dreamer's Home. Today we are making our homemade dog food. I have shredded chicken, 2 pounds of ground turkey, brown rice and quinoa, and frozen vegetables. I would recommend before making your own homemade dog food that you speak with your vet. And I also would recommend that you purchase some type of multivitamin if you're not going to be putting certain food items that would make up for any type of lack of nutritional needs that they are not going to be getting just from a standard dog food. You can substitute out any of these ingredients or omit them. As far as the grains, the brown rice isn't necessarily something that is needed, it's more of just a filler, and the vegetables you can switch out for anything you'd like. We have some brown rice and some quinoa, which is, quinoa will have a lot of protein in it, and then the rice is more of a filler for your food. So you can opt out to not have these in your dog food. Alright, in here I just have some ground turkey. I have 2 pounds of ground turkey from Aldi. That was frozen and then I thawed this out. These 2 young chickens that I got at Sam's for $13.91 on sale. And I just opened and put in the big roaster oven. Let those roast away. So here we have the shredded chicken. I put this in the roaster and then actually just put the whole chickens in the refrigerator overnight, just because I was running out of time and I had children who needed me. So then I took this out the next morning and it was actually a lot easier to shred and debone. So I took out all the insides and then just shredded the chicken. Normally I save the bones for broth, but I have a lot of chicken broth that I use up, and then I just gave our dog the chicken skin. So this is what we have. We decided to start making our own homemade dog food more of as an experiment, and we decided that it did work for us, so we continued on purchasing ingredients and making our own homemade dog food. We were purchasing a dog food from Costco, which was relatively well priced, but Costco is further away from us, and the more local pet store, the dog food was very expensive and not something we could justify. We liked that we were able to control the ingredients and also manage the budget. So if we were able to find meat on sale, that could lower the budget in regards to the dog food. The ingredients are organic. And we also like purchasing the multivitamin and putting that in. I don't know that I would feel comfortable not putting that in, just to make sure he is getting everything that he needs from his dog food. We like to purchase beef bones and boil those and give those as a treat. So something he can chew on for dental purposes. We like to poach some eggs as well and throw in some blueberries, different fruits that he's able to have. So here I am adding about 9 cups of rice and quinoa. I think I added about 8 cups of brown rice and then 2 cups of quinoa. Quinoa has that high protein amount, which is nice if you're going to put something in to act as a filler. At least quinoa has that protein, and I'd rather add that with the brown rice than not without it. So here I've added the total of 9 cups of grain, and then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water to every 1 cup of rice. So I added 13.5 cups of water here in the Instant Pot, and I go ahead and just set that and let that cook away. and that seems to work really well in reference to the rice. It doesn't end up mushy as it would in the roaster oven. And then I will just sealing. I'm just going to pressure cook high for 20 minutes and just let that go. Okay, so this has stopped, and now I'm going to let this just do a natural release for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will turn the valve to vent. Just like any type of rice you would cook on the stove, you want to take that off of the heat and then let that continue to cook in its pot for 5-10 minutes. So we'll just do this for 10 to 15 more minutes on the natural release. So I'm just going to heat my cast iron skillet up. I'm going to put these and brown these. You can do it all in the roaster oven, but I have to get this done quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and just do these pieces separately and then combine them all at the end. Also in the roaster oven, I noticed things start to get a little bit mushy, and I don't want that, so I'm just going to do them separately. So I'll get this heated up and put some oil in here and get these, the ground turkey browned up. Oil. And I'm just going to use some avocado oil. It's just my preference. I think you can probably use a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to use anything. And we'll just let this brown. So this ground turkey is done cooking. We're just gonna go ahead and get this off of the heat, and then I'll let this cool off a little bit, and then we'll combine all of the ingredients together. Okay, so now I'm just going to take these vegetables. If you look on the back, they're steamable, so that's what I'm gonna do just to make it easier on myself. I'll just steam these in the microwave. So this is an older microwave oven, so I'm just gonna go for the full 7 minutes on those. So I have all the ingredients prepared here, so we're just going to go ahead and start combining the ingredients and preparing the meal. This is a lot of food that I'm gonna be combining, and then I may just rinse this out and reuse this. I had a larger one, but I used it a couple of times, so now it is done. So we'll just go ahead and start assembling everything here. actually need a bigger pot for this. I actually think I'm gonna add some more frozen vegetables, so I'm gonna go get some of that heated up. So I went ahead and added some additional vegetables. I added some broccoli and just kind of chopped that up with the scissors. And so right now this is what we have, and we're gonna go ahead and just bag this up, lay it out flat, and then freeze it. Just flip the bag over, and I typically do 12 cups in each bag. That's about what will fit, and that for us is about 3 days worth of dog food. And this is a 1.5 cup, to just make sure it's measured out correctly. So we did end up getting about 15 days worth of dog food. I will start a new batch of dog food in the next 15 days, and I usually do the same process, just sometimes with different ingredients. Here I'm sprinkling on the multivitamin that we purchase online. I am going to add some coconut oil. Sometimes I add in some bacon grease for flavor. I like to throw in blueberries, bananas, eggs, different ingredients that I wouldn't normally freeze and put in the dog food that's in the bags. I hope this video has inspired and motivated you if this was something that you were wanting to try. And if you make your own homemade dog food, I'm curious as to how you do that. I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and have a great day.